Welcome back to my 2-week Power BI Micro Bootcamp. Today we're going to go over the basics of using Power Query and how it's going to save you tons of time as a data analyst. For this example, I'm going to be importing my data from 4 different CSV files. If you're importing multiple CSVs, you can import them from a folder if all of the CSVs have the same schema. If not, you'll need to import them one by one. So I'll start by grabbing my first CSV, then clicking on Transform Data. Now I'm in Power Query Editor, and I have my first CSV file over here, so I need to import the rest. So I'm just going to right-click over here under Queries, hover over New Query, and click on Text/CSV, and now I can import the rest of my CSV files. I want to note something really important here. As a data analyst, it's much better to clean your data in Power Query instead of Excel. In Power Query, the steps you take to clean your data will actually be saved, meaning when you bring new data into your report, you won't need to clean it all over again. Power Query automatically saves what you did and will just repeat those steps. So let's clean up this data set. Let's start by removing the columns I don't need. I don't want this Notes Remove B column included in my report, so I'm going to delete this column. All you need to do is select the column you want to remove, right-click on it, and click Remove. Now, notice this Applied Steps box over here to the right. This is where Power Query is saving all of the steps that you did to clean your data. We can see right here it says we removed columns. If you want to undo that step, you can remove it by just clicking on this X next to it. That will bring back that removed column. You can also rearrange these steps by just clicking and dragging a step before or after another step. Now let's remove any rows that we don't need. For example, in this quantity column, I have some rows with a quantity 0. That doesn't really make sense in this context, so I want to remove those rows. So just like when you filter your data in Excel, all you need to do is filter out the bad data by unchecking it. I'm also going to filter out any canceled or refunded orders. I'm going to be building a dashboard based only on completed orders, so I don't need these. Lastly, I'm just going to rename a couple of these columns to make them cleaner and easier to read. For example, I'm going to have the unit price and the discount amount in my dashboard. So I just want to clean these up and make them look a little bit nicer. All you need to do is right-click on the column header and click on Rename. Alternatively, you could even just double-click on the column header. All right, now I'm ready to import this data into my report. So I'm going to come over to File and click on Close and Apply. And now my data is all cleaned up and imported into my report. So when I come over to Table View, I see all 4 CSV files cleaned and ready for analysis. That's where I'm going to leave you for today, and in my next video, I'll show you how